Hey everyone, welcome back to this week's episode of the Screw It, Let's Do This podcast. I'm your host, Shelby.
And I'm your other host, Therese. Shelby, your voice being so high.
I know.
I really wanted
back.
to.
I'm back.
I really wanted it to be like, and my name's Therese.
Okay, well, I'm going to just like.
Woo! That is so fun. For those who aren't watching the video right now, Shelby just sucked the helium out of a balloon.
Mm-hmm. And through the scissors, yeah.
Yeah, and through the scissors. And for anyone watching, specifically my mom, yes, I know helium is dangerous. I tried to tell Shelby not to.
No, you didn't. You encouraged me.
I'm not even going to get into that. But we have some really exciting news from Shelby's perspective right now.
Well, today we are in
The bakery.
my bakery.
The bakery.
Oh my gosh.
I've been waiting for this.
I don't know what I was expecting, but it was not that.
She thought I had an egg up my sleeve.
I thought she was going to throw something at me.
No.
I should have. Oh.
I've been waiting. I've been literally holding
Well,
this
that
up my
actually was really
cute.
cool.
I think we could get a really cute, actually, like a picture from that. Here, sorry if this is making a lot of noise. I'm going to get this all out the way. And Shelby can clean that up later. Okay, yeah. So Shelby, you opened up your bakery. It's been open for... Is it a full
little
week
over
now?
a week, yeah.
Has it really been up? Yeah, it has been.
Yeah. Come on out to 6712 Frank Lloyd Wright Avenue in Middleton. Come early. So things have been just like crazy. So we've been selling out every day within a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Here comes a woman trying to come to the door as we speak. I can see her. We're closed Monday, Tuesdays, so that's why
Tell your friends.
we're recording in here today because we're closed. If you guys hear any like kitchen noise, we are prepping stuff in there. So any background noise, that's what's happening.
Yeah, the team is heavily rolling out dough.
Cookie cup.
No. Callie comes out.
I think she will. She probably will at some point.
Oh my gosh, that'd be
But
so
yeah,
fun.
it's been a journey.
Yeah. Okay. So I know that you've been extremely stressed leading up to this. I mean, this has been like a year that you've been working on this project, a year and a half that you've been working on this project. But it hit a steep hill when? Like, when did it start getting beyond what you expected?
So we signed the lease December 31st and then started construction like a month and a half later maybe. Anyways, yeah. So it took about 3 months.
Well, and I remember the first day we came in here and it had that weird arch and you let me just like take a hammer and slam it on the wall.
a little bit.
I mean, I'm like imagining that right now. The walls were green.
It's just hard to even like picture.
I can picture it, but it's weird to think about. I mean, the floor is the same.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, you really knocked it down. You got in here and knocked it all down. No, she took a couple hits. It's actually very hard work.
It was very hard.
Yeah,
the tile was like super hard.
Yeah.
Like during construction, it was kind of just like, pop in. Hey guys, thanks so much. Like keep taking care of it. Like, now you just like pop in and it's fun. And you're like, oh, cute. They put up like frames or cute. They did this. And it just like doesn't really feel like anything's happening. Like it does, but it's like hard to like think about it being yours.
Yes.
But then I think when it started to get like for real, where I was like, oh.
And I'm taking notes right now
Fill
too.
the blank.
Yeah.
It was probably when I had to start like hiring people because I was like, oh my gosh, like I have a space now. I have to fill it. Like I actually have to like get help. That was like mid-April. About mid-April, it started getting kind of like, uh-oh.
And for
what am I
reference,
doing?
it's end of June right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so mid-April.
Yeah, mid-April, early May. That's about when I think we took occupancy like end of May. Occupancy, whereas like I could like start getting all of our furniture set up. Like I could get the inspector in. I could do all
Wait,
that.
it was end of April?
End of May.
So it took 2 weeks from the time it was turned over to you to open?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's really good to know. Listen, everyone, I'm taking notes right now.
That was just those couple weeks we like did training and like got everyone comfortable with the kitchen, did orientation, that kind of thing.
Are you happy you did that?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Oof. Okay.
I can't imagine not doing that.
Oof. Okay.
So yeah, I'd definitely do that again. And I think that was like the perfect amount of time for what we needed to do. So I would copy that again for the next one. But friends and family opening like shocked me. It's so hard when obviously I've had this bakery for like 4 years, but I've never had my own store and like case to fill and like don't know what demand is. You're just completely guessing.
Yes.
And like on opening day, I truly thought like the night before I convinced myself like probably no one's going to come other than
Oh
like
my
my close
gosh.
family.
You're
People
nuts.
might pop in and out. Like
Oh,
gosh. I mean, you start getting in your head because it's like, I made so much stuff. Like if no one comes, that's an L.
I was telling people all week, I'm like, you guys want to get there early because Shelby you always underestimate. I would say for the most part, I have seen you have too many at like small pop-up events, but like even that book event that we did a couple years ago and you sold out in like 15 minutes and the line was out the door.
Yeah.
Which was fine because then they came to me.
Yeah. It's so hard to like know.
Yeah.
Especially when you're in like a new space, you just don't know. And so yeah, every day we've been open, we've sold out within hours. So that's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah.
Like I'm super happy and we're doing like way more than I projected, like way more.
Oh, that's so good.
It's great. I'm like, let's just keep this up.
Yeah.
Boys and girls, let's keep it up.
Yes.
And that's been like amazing. But then I do understand like some people are getting frustrated. They're like, your hours say you're open till this time. Why are you not here? And I'm like, sis, we've literally baked everything in our freezer that we've prepped. So now we're just trying to like learn how to prep more and on like a bigger scale, more efficiently so that we can obviously make more sales, be open more, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now walk me through this. So you started hiring everyone in May. You get everyone trained. Your team is now 14 people.
15.
15.
Yeah. We just hired one yesterday.
Woof. You had your friends and family day like a week ago. And that was just fun. I felt like I was at a wedding. I was so excited because it was like all of our friends there.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've just known so much of your story.
I had such a migraine that night. I was like in pain.
Oh,
it was bad. But I was just like living in the moment. I was just like, oh, there's pain, but I'm just going to forget. And then I got home and it like hit me like a truck.
And you think that was because
I'm just
of stress?
dehydrated? No, I think I'm dehydrated a lot.
Oh.
Anyways, that's another story. But yeah, so that was really fun. The friends and family night. And then our grand opening was 3 days later.
Which was so fun for me. That was such a rush. I'm telling you, like, you know how when you go to say like a really close family member or friend's like wedding or birthday party and you just feel so amped. Like I feel more excited being that person than being the person that's being celebrated because I get to have all the fun and not have to be, the direct center of attention where like, people need me or
just wait till September, baby.
Oh gosh. Yeah. We'll talk about that later. But it was so fun. So I got here. This is my perspective and you should talk through what it was like for you. But so you opened on a Saturday at 11 a.m. and I wanted to get here early. Obviously, I wanted to dress up in a cookie suit, which I didn't actually know that you would have. And you did, and I did. And I kept my word for those who follow along on our Instagram, the Skirt Let's Do This. So I get here like 15 minutes before it opens. And I saw a bunch of people sitting around, but there's a cafe next door. So I'm like, dang, that cafe is popping. But I was like, why isn't there a line? Like, where are the people right now? Do they not know what's about to open? Like, this is monumental. So I get in the back and suddenly it's like 2 minutes before opening and all these people just casually hanging around. They didn't want to look like they'd been here all day and night. Get up and they form this huge line. I mean, I don't know how many people, 100 plus, at least 100 plus.
With Mr. Producer in it.
Yeah, with Mr. Producer in it. We had a celebrity
Wrigley
here. That was like a moment, even being back here, I can imagine it. But I walk in and there was like a reporters here. You've got like, Chloe up at the front with cookie earrings or something like that. And then I was like, oh crap, it was the day before Father's Day. So I was like, I was instructed to get cookies.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be that girl, but I was the first sale.
Well, we were open before. A couple days before that. We were soft open.
Oh, wait.
So there were people that
okay.
You were the first grand opening
I was
sale.
the first but where's my dollar? Does anyone see my dollar hanging up on the wall?
No.
Well, I paid in only big dollars. I only carry hundreds.
We haven't received 100, so that's fake
would
news.
Would you even though? Because if you do, you have to get one of those markers that like make sure it's real. I mean, you never know on what
do not come here with
Frank
$100
Lloyd Wright Avenue. You never know.
A lot of people were like, "Are your chairs and tables like going to be okay outside?" And I was like, "We're in Middleton, like in this area, like it's really nice, safe neighborhood, tons of kids. We haven't had a problem." However, I have a story.
Oh gosh.
Everything outside has been safe. Nothing's been touched. But one of the chairs did go for a ride down the street. There was a guy that came in and he was like talking to me and he's like, hey, like, do you do custom cakes? Like asking for like his wife or whatever. And I saw him walk up with his dog and I'm like looking around. He tied his dog up to a chair outside, and my chairs outside are like super light, like very lightweight. And it's a little tiny wiener dog named Angel, which I find out. I look, the dog I see is running down the street with the chair, because its leash is tied to it, running, sprinting. The chair is dragging down the street. I'm like, this isn't good. And I go, your dog's running down the street. He sprints out. He's screaming, Angel, Angel, Angel. And he said, like, I'm so sorry. Like, he was super apologetic and nice.
Well, you
and,
didn't you thought it was more funny than anything.
I thought it was funny. But it's day one of the chairs being outside.
Yeah.
It gets taken for a ride and the chair's super beat up. And like, he's like, I will pay whatever you need me to pay to like replace it. And I was like, literally no. Like, your dog, it's not his fault. Like,
did you say, like, do you know the origins of this brand? It's about dogs. Dogs first.
I tried to make him feel better. I was like, like, I have a little dog too. Like, I totally get it. Like, things happen. Don't worry. And I was like, just come back. Like, just come back and get a cookie. So yeah, I mean, I just have been like so overwhelmed though with like the amount of people that come. Like, every morning we've been open. We have a line outside.
Before we open. Like, how early are these people getting here?
Like 30 minutes before, and some of them will sit outside and read a book at our tables and like hang out.
And then they see someone get in line and they're like, oh,
yep. And then people like start forming a line.
You know what we should do if it ever slows down? We should get a bunch of like small tents and set them up and look like people are sleeping outside.
You can do that.
I would if you offered something like free cookies for a year.
No.
Well, I'd like to talk to your marketing person.
That's me. You're talking to her.
Unbelievable.
So yeah, I mean, the lines every day has been like so fun to like watch.
You just open the door and you're like, come into the place.
I open the door and I hold the door for everyone and they all like say, congrats, congrats. And they all like cheer me on. Yeah. And it's like so nice. Like, I just don't even feel like I have like processed what's happened so far, because it's like, I have so many emotions and I'm so tired most of the time that I'm just like, there's just so much going on. I can't even like think about it all. You know what I mean? It's so hard to like even process that this many people love what we're doing. I've gotten so many good reviews, like people calling me, sending me gift cards.
Oh my gosh.
Dropping me off like notes of encouragement with like a mini bottle was one of them. Like
so
sending me flowers. It's like, I had no expectation.
Do you even know all the people that are sending you things?
No.
That is so wild.
I don't know. I mean, I knew people that like, some of the people that sent me flowers and stuff, like family and other business owners that we know. But then like the people bringing gift cards, sending me them via email, little cards, I don't know them.
Yeah. Well, that's like what's so crazy, I feel like, about this industry, because, okay, for example, people, we've already talked about cake, like people when they buy cakes, it's very emotional. People feel like you are a piece of their day. And so when they see you doing something bigger, I think they have those emotional memories where they're like, oh my gosh, she made my wedding cake. Like, I feel like she was a part of my big day. I want to be a part of her day. I've noticed that even like with me, like people have picked up stuff from my house on like busy weekends. And this was more in like, I would say the beginning of time when I was posting all the time about like how busy we were. Now I just don't feel like I even post when we're busy, but people would like bring me coffee or like, send me gift cards. Like some of our friends will Venmo us.
I will say,
like,
if you want to send coffee, like I would love it. A gift card, I would love it. Keep that coming, because I have been drinking a lot of coffee.
Oh yeah. Wow, that's unusual for you.
I know.
But at this point, you just kind of...
It's been like keeping me going, truly. So like every day when I'm here, I've been here every day we're open, and every day we're not open, every day. But like...
She's been sleeping in the back.
I should at this point. I'll be in the back usually like baking and like, you know, helping some of our newer people. And every hour, top of the hour, hey Shelby, so-and-so wants to meet you or talk to you. And like I get called out and then I have to like talk to these people for a while. And it's so nice.
Wait, what people? Are they
just
like reporters?
No, just like customers.
Oh wait, so when you're open, people are like,
they want to like meet me and like I'll come talk to them. And this is the cutest story ever.
Aww.
So if you didn't know, it's not legal to hire a 10-year-old, right? So I got an email from a 10-year-old named Lucy. It was like this super long, well put together email. And she was like, hey, like I'm super hardworking. I love baking. I have a baking Instagram, which I followed right away. And I will be sharing so that you guys all could follow it.
Oh my gosh.
She's like, it's my biggest passion. When I graduate college, I want to open a bakery just like you did.
Is she in Middleton?
Yeah.
Wow.
we've got a couple years before she comes and tries to take the rug out from me.
Yeah.
But she like sent this super long, super cute email. And I was like, hey, Lucy, like you sound great. I would love to hire you. However, it's illegal and I can't. Well, I said in the email, I was like, Lucy, you can come here anytime. Like I'll give you a tour of the kitchen. Like I'll show you everything you want. And she came on Saturday with her dad and her little baby sister who was like on the dad's shoulders, like making noise because she couldn't really talk. And she was so cute. And like,
oh my gosh.
We have like specific like Miggy's embroidered aprons and I put one on her. I was like, this is what the front of house staff wears. And she was like, wow. And I go, and now you wear one too. I was like, that one's yours. And she looked at her dad and she was like, like her breath was like gone.
Oh my God.
And she wouldn't take it off. And I was like, I tie it like around me and then I tie it in the front. She goes, that's how I do it too. Oh. And it was just like the cutest thing I've ever seen. And they got a box of cookies to go. And I was like, whenever you want to come back. And she said, I just calculated my cost last night. So I know my cost of every cookie. I'm like, you're 10. So yeah, she's going to
that is so
come after me
wild.
Someday.
I mean, if she already loves baking, like there's no way she's not going to love baking in 10 years. She's born with the passion. Okay, let me tell you the cutest thing that happened to me last week, okay? Well, actually, this happened right after your grand opening when I went to go set up. I had to leave after 30 minutes of Shelby's grand opening to go set up a grazing table. And while I'm setting up, I'm in this backyard wedding and this little girl comes up to me. No clue her age. I probably like between, I think 6 and 9 she was. So she starts like grabbing the food. I'm like, you can't do that unless you ask the bride. So then like I would look at her and I'd point, like have my fingers on my eyes like this and point at her. And so then she had like 4 cucumbers on her plate and then she put them back on the table.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
like, oh gosh. And so I was like, you can't be eating. I'm watching you. And then she came up to me and she's like, hi, can I help you? I was ahead of schedule because like I always give myself 2 hours to set up grazing tables. So if nothing goes wrong, it only takes me like an hour and 15 minutes. So I was like, sure. So then I grabbed an apron and I put it on her, okay? And then I'm having her put on gloves. Like I have her put on a size, medium glove and she's like a XXS glove. She couldn't get it on. It was like watching it was huge. It was like she went to Glove World and got the biggest glove.
Yeah.
And she has her apron on and I'm just telling her to like put the dips in the bowl. And you can't really mess that up. And plus like anything she does mess up, I can just fix. It was a small wedding. It was like 50 people. And oh gosh, what did she say? I was like, okay, I've got another task for you because I was trying to keep her busy. And she's like, you have to do some of the work too. And I was like, do I be mad at her for saying that or laugh because she's spunky AF? And I was
Did you pay her?
Oh, no, I didn't pay her. I'll keep going. So anyways, she puts the dips in and then she starts cutting strawberries. And she was smart. She's like, the strawberries rotten. I'm like, heck yeah, it is. Throw that away.
Yeah.
She was pretty helpful. And then she started doing greenery and she was just loving life. She was putting greenery in the most odd places. But she did do some that were really crafty. Some that was, straight up and all the stuff. She's like, this is so fun. She's like, I love this so much. And she's like, I want to do this for the rest of my life. And it was so cute. And I was like tearing up. And then her dad came over and he's like, she loves cooking. Like I cook all the time. And I was like, and I told her, I said, listen, I was like, I started cooking when I was your age. Like, keep doing this. Keep like asking to help, keep asking for opportunities. Not that was like the biggest opportunity, but her friend or her parents kept coming up and like taking videos and pictures. And they're like, you're so awesome. I'm like, I have so much time right now because this wedding was so casual.
Yeah.
And so she was super cute. And then she seemed to love it, but her dad did pay her like $1 or $2. I was going to pick her up like a Starbucks gift card and then I just ran out of time.
Yeah.
Because I was going to like put something inspirational, like, I was going to act like Gandhi for a second and be like, follow your dreams for or your dreams will follow you, or with Yoda or something.
Yeah.
But then I didn't. I think about doing that sometimes though, when I see people just like have such a bright light. It's like those little things. Like I saw this kid, this little 8-year-old kid. He looked like he was 8, selling water bottles like near the market or something in Madison. And he was hustling by himself, jumping up and down. I'd never seen an arm so straight up. And I was going to pull over and just give him like a $20 bill ask him about his business, how he got started selling water bottles.
Get him on the pod.
Get him on the pod, yeah. No, but I was going to like stop and give him, like $20, but then I was like, oh my gosh, there's so many cars behind me. So I didn't pull over. But I just feel like those moments that little kids have this like, where someone gives them a $20 bill at their lemonade stand. Like I remember that when someone did that to me and it makes you feel like, like it's magic.
Yeah.
Because so much in life, when you're a kid, you feel like anything's possible. And then throughout life you hear, nope, it's not possible. Nope, you're not going to make money, blah, blah, blah. And then you kind of lose it. By the time you're older, you're just like,
Corporate.
Yeah, you're corporate. Like society molds you to believe that, your passions are great, but you have to sit at a desk and yada, yada. But anyway, sorry to go on that rant.
Yeah. No,
My
that was
gosh.
cute.
I think though you and I both had our passions from little on and we're doing it.
She is so cute. Yeah, I hope she comes back like often.
Yeah.
I'll just keep giving her free stuff.
Yeah, no, she'll remember that. She will definitely, that will be a part of her story.
And then another girl who I followed on Instagram for a while, Caitlin's Custom Bakes. She's a little bit older, like probably middle school, almost high school age. And we've like communicated on Instagram before. She came in a couple hours later with her and her little posse of like little friends.
Yeah.
And I almost didn't, well, I did. I invited them back and like gave them a tour and they were super excited to come back, her and her friends. And I considered like giving her an apron too, but I was like, if all these little girls like keep popping in and saying hello and word gets around, I give out aprons. I'm like, I'm going to be getting a second mortgage.
A second mortgage. Okay, wait, you should have something for kids here.
We will.
Yeah.
It's in the works.
Oh, what is it? Come on, exclusive podcast information.
We're going to have little like kid aprons here, like for purchase.
Oh,
and then
cute.
when we do like our cake classes and stuff, they can do an add-on and get one.
That's going to be great. That'll be great.
And I have a ask for you exclusive on the pod. Sundays are going to be class days here. So Sunday nights we're closed. We close at 3. I want to do like classes as many Sundays as I can fill up. So a charcuterie class in here on a Sunday night.
Yeah, if you cake class at Tricky's.
Yeah, I would do it.
Perfect.
If you're interested.
Yeah. I mean, I'm always interested. You know what I'm more interested in? Getting one of my future employees
to do it.
Yeah, definitely. Only because you know how I feel about classes. Like, for anyone listening, we do classes all the time. It's like one of our biggest revenue streams. But as the sole person who only teaches it, it's one of those things where I've beyond mastered, where I say the same thing every time and I get the same responses and I love it.
Make
I do
the same jokes.
Yeah, I literally do. So I'm just ready I want to spend my time doing other things. So I'm teaching a class tonight actually. And one of my employees is going to come with and I'm going to have her like record the class and then like make it an outline.
Ooh, that's a smart idea.
I've been thinking about doing that for so long, but there's a component to classes and you probably know this too, where it's like, okay, there's the skill to get across, but then it's like, the
energy,
the personality, like making people feel like they're in it. And I used to teach kids cooking classes too. And that was like one of the things the owner of the kitchen said was like your personality, it like glues kids in and the kids really love being around you. So that's why I did those classes. And I love kids. That's a whole different ballgame. So I love the little kid apron idea.
Yeah. It's just literally like I have so many like plans and ideas and things I want to do, but we are just so slammed in like the bakery department right now that's where I am. We're just like staying afloat. Yeah. And Laura used to say of Ben Blend, she used to say, my first year was just treading water. Like I was just trying to tread water as much as I could and like keep things status quo. And like I had so many ideas and I was able to do 1 or 2, but like year 2 is like where she's like doing all these things she's wanted to do. And I feel that way.
Really? See, it's so interesting because I was talking with someone the other day. I'm like, well, we've had our businesses for 3-4 years.
Yeah.
So is it going to be a full year where you're treading water? Or does that shorten?
I know.
I'm like, please
I'm not
shorten.
sure. I'll let you know.
I know. That's why I am so grateful. I told everyone that I talked to on your opening day, like, I'm so glad Shelby's doing this first because like watching you do this, because most of our friends who have storefronts, they went straight to storefront. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense that you are so overwhelmed for a year, but watching you be overwhelmed, I'm like, okay, I need to like get ready.
I'm hoping it's not a full year, especially because like I have staff that has came with me and they're already like in, shout out Callie, my girl.
Well, shout out to a couple of your people that have been with you for a while.
I mean, I'm saying Callie right now because she's back there right now managing while I'm out here. And like, while I'm not working today, I was like, I'm not going to be here. And tomorrow I was like, I'm not going to be here. So like specifically Callie is like our manager and she is like another one of me. Like if she's here, I do not have to be here unless we're just like swamped. But that has helped. I mean, I can't even tell you how much. Like having people like that can come with you from your step before. Like if we were just opening straight, like had never been open, had no
one
experience.
That can you rely on.
I cannot even imagine. I just don't know how people do it.
Well, that's why they're there. Ugh. I mean, I know you've been here a lot, but when you have people like Callie, it's nice that you can shoulder some of that. Man, I'm still thinking back to your first day though when you opened, when you had like Chloe at the front. She loves.
She's so good.
She loves people. I mean, where
Yeah.
did she get those cookie earrings from?
I don't know, but she's so good. She loves like being out front. That's like her
Yes.
favorite thing.
And I really want to do that. Like if you ever need someone out in the front, I love slinging a POS system. I love it. But like having that,
Send me your availability. I'll put you on the schedule.
call me in an emergency and I'll be here.
I need you scheduled in.
I actually already am scheduled in. You are having a Christmas in July.
I am.
And you are purchasing me an elf costume. Do you guys see the trend here? Cookie costume, elf costume. Shelby will be in a cheese costume in September.
Yeah, when you open.
You're going to be a big cheese curd.
I'm putting on a cheese head and that's as far as I'm going.
No.
If you provide the costume like I've provided you the costume, I will do it.
Any costume?
Any costume you
I'm
want.
going to put you in one of those giant balls where you're like a hamster in a wheel.
No, that gives me anxiety.
Oh
Because
my
if
gosh.
I roll down
No,
East
that would be nuts.
Lakeside and get
Oh
popped
my
by a car.
Gosh, that would be totally nuts. That would be crazy. But no, Shelby's going to apparently do a Christmas in July. And I heard through the grapevine because Kenan, my boyfriend, called me today and he's like, hey, yeah, Shelby asked if I would be Santa, but you're going to be the elf. I'm like, totally.
I had
like,
to sweeten the deal for him. So I'm having a Christmas in July event in a couple weeks. Haven't announced it yet, but I probably will like this week or next.
hot cocoa cookies,
Yeah.
molasses cookies.
Yeah. It'll be like all of our like holiday themed desserts will be here. I'm going to put up my Christmas tree. We're going to hang Christmas lights.
Free
Like,
cookie if you wear a Christmas sweater.
I don't know. Honestly, maybe. Like I
A
haven't even
Christmas
thought that far.
hat. You know,
So it'll
Chick-fil-A
be-
does that if you dress like a cow. You get
Yeah.
a free chicken sandwich.
Like it'll be really fun.
Yeah.
Things like that. And I bought a Santa suit recently. So Therese's boyfriend is going to be
Will he
Santa.
fit?
I'm hoping.
He's 6'5", so hopefully you got the
He might get
tall and large.
He might have
Oh
some
gosh,
high
it's gonna
waters.
be Santa capris.
Yeah, he might. It's summer. It fits better that way.
That's true.
So yeah, then I said Therese could be the elf, just
Goodness.
to sweeten the deal. I told him I'll pay him in cash and cookies.
No, I just said you need to start. I told Ken, I said, P.S. someone is looking in here to, I think, try to get in.
Oh.
Basically, guys, it's really been funny because I'm watching, if you're watching this video, I'm watching the window and I'm seeing everyone go and try to open the door. And they're looking at me like, are you open? I'm trying not to make eye contact. I should have a sign, closed.
Closed Monday, Tuesday. We do have our hours on the door, so
Yeah, they're looking. But yeah, no, I told Ken and I said, Ken, when Shelby asks you to work, say yes, but ask if we can start accumulating a credit for like, say a big celebration and we need cookies.
well, I don't think I'll be invited to said big celebration.
We'll talk offline.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, well, do you have any other questions?
Only the people watching on YouTube know what just happened.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, is the most fun place to watch.
Do you have any other storefront questions?
Before we wrap up, I want to see if you have any advice for anyone listening or things if you could go back like a month from now. Is there anything you wish you would have done different? And really, like, this is going to be speaking to me in about a month, so make them good.
I am not great at coming up with things on the spot.
Okay.
So I probably don't have, I'm sure I'll think of things. And if I do, I'll let you know and I'll post them. I think probably like my biggest advice is like, I mean, this is simple, but like, don't push stuff off. Like I started creating my website months ago and I was like, oh, I'll have it open before, live before we open. It's still not.
Oh my gosh.
And so
Your
it's
square.
like almost done, but it's like just like things like that like I definitely had time to do before, but I was like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. I don't need to do it. But now it's like kind of is a big deal and I need like my updated info and like all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, and like I'm just swamped now. So anything you can get out of the way, even if you think like it's not a priority right now, like if you have the time and flexibility, do it now. Like don't wait because it's like definitely like I'm kind of kicking myself in the butt for that.
That's so tough.
And yeah, I think like starting to look for like people that can help you because like finding reliable help is definitely like key, I think, to like keeping up the production that I'm sure you're going to have too. Like once you get into store, I mean, I'm just like blown away. I thought I had more than enough employees. I thought I overstaffed. We're understaffed now based on like the demand we have. And so
keep it coming, guys. Keep testing your limits.
like I think that I like looking and getting people in sooner is better. And just like keep up the hype on socials because that's what I've been shooting for months. And
yes.
I think it's worked. So
Oh my gosh. Every day when you say you're sold out and do your little thumbs up thing, I'm like, this is so funny. But gosh, yeah, that hits close to home. I'm thinking about just like all the things I keep putting off because I already feel so busy. And anytime I have free time, I really try to like sit outside, like soak up the sun.
That's
or have
good,
fun,
but definitely like I have zero free time now, like none. And I wish when I had like some free time, like I definitely felt busy before, but I wish I would have just kind of kicked myself a little bit more, like, you know, trying to do more. When I definitely had the bandwidth, I was just kind of like, you know, running around a little bit. I wish I would have done it. So yeah, but it's been so fun. I'm like literally obsessed with this place and you guys should all come see us.
Hours are Wednesday through Sunday, 11 to 9.
Wednesday through Saturday, 11 to 9, but we've been selling out by like 4 at the latest. Sunday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. We've been selling out at like 1.
Holy crap.
So keep on
Everyone
coming.
come through. This is one of the many future locations to come. Bum, bum.
We will see you on our next episode.
Yeah, thank you everyone for watching. If you are not already, YouTube is the most fun place to watch.
Yep.
Also, once we get to 1,000 subscribers, we do have a fun surprise for you guys. We are 21% of the way there. 21. So, well, actually, by the time this comes out, we could
have a little bit more.
Yeah, we could have a little bit more. So everyone subscribe on YouTube. Tell everyone that you know to subscribe on YouTube so we can get to those 1,000 subscribers because we have a fun surprise for you guys. You can listen to this podcast anywhere you listen to podcasts. Don't forget to give us a rating. We love you. If you do that, what else, Shelby?
Follow us. You can find me at Miggy's Bakes.
And you can find me at Tricky Foods.
And our Instagram is Screw It, Let's Do This.
That's it.
That's it.
So follow us there and we'll see you guys next Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.